What's going on, guys? It's RWC, dude. Just gonna play some Madden. Hold on. Sorry. Stream right there. Test. No. So dumb. Stream. There we go. Alright. Continue. We're gonna play some Madden. Syncing data from Madden NFL 19. Play against Ultimate Team. Alright, let me get rid of that. Probably looks terrible. '96 overall.
I'm two. On one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift from a boy, so boy, no, I'm a gangster. And you a boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line.
There we go. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so I can play Madden. It's good to know. Stream Madden.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the
air. Whatever. I'm gonna win.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. This will be taken very short. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Sorry, guys. I think you can hear the echo. I don't know.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a carry for the fullback. This is Tommy Bohanna. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Past the 20.
Yeah, that's the 85 Antonio Brown, too.
Score, it's a touchdown. Antonio Brown, 59 yards. And the Madden Legends have taken the early lead.
Well, Parker, go ahead and strike up the band. Cue up the dance moves. AB is in the end zone yet again, and that's not a surprise at all. His ability to turn something into a bigger play after the catch, that run after catch, one of the things that helps separate him as one of the elite receivers in the NFL.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it.
I'll rewatch it.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Well documented that he's the son of a former Major League pitcher. But Pat has always said that football has fired him up in a way that baseball just didn't. He always wanted to be a football player. Still has the big arm that his father had, and he uses it to send the ball downfield in a big way.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm.
I'm gonna go get my favorite player.
Now it's third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so,
won't matter.
you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gonzalez. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
So good for me.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that you know one play, won or lost the game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter. I think they're going to be looking his way a lot. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This long drive continues here to start the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down.
Or if Juju or Rice is open, I'll throw it to them.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the offense for the Madden Legends. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard
He's overrated. This card.
Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Now Leonard Fournette.
He's over. This card is too overpowered. He sucked last year.
38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down throw. Sanford. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man there to knock it away that time.
The one thing that I like defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now it's Stafford. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook.
I think D's like,
It's a touchdown.
team builder.
A big play there. 62 yards. And the Madden Legends are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go,
roughing the kicker,
look out.
defense.
That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's
It's gonna be a
Lambeau out to
touchback.
kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
I wanna get
you
a
start
field
thinking to
goal,
yourself, okay,
please.
what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Well, Mahomes can't get away,
Sort of.
and down he goes.
Need better alignment.
Brandon Graham in
I
there
need
to
better
drop him,
alignment.
and it'll be a loss of about 8. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
When Tony Gonzalez makes catches, sometimes I feel bad, like it's almost routine. And that's really not what the deal is.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now Stafford over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Stafford on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Third and long, it's Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lavonte David in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up fourth and long. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Steps away to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerry Hughes in there to get him for a loss of 5. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Hard throw, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Mahomes going to go on 4th down, and an alley to run. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game here. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is in.
Welcome back live to Orlando. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Throwing now is Mahomes. On the check down, he finds Kamara. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game. Mahomes now to throw. Buying time, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Lorenzo Alexander in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners, who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now Fournette. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On the give, it's the fullback, the handle. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And taken right at the 35. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander in